Close the eyes. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just feel that cleansing or emptying yourself completely. Sit up really tall. Allow your posture to be a reflection of how you want to feel. Let the breath move freely through you. Just quietly even out the breath. So inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the mouth. A nice, easy breath. And then bring your hands to the knees, palms face down. We're going to make big circular motion. Doesn't matter which direction. Try to move your whole torso. And then reverse it. Come back through center and a little forward and back. So as you move back, round the spine. As you move forward, press the chest forward. All right, come to a nice neutral position. You're going to bring your hands together. This is called pranic bath. You're going to open your hand just like you're reading a book. Reach those arms up and over, and then invert the hands. Press the back of the palms together and out and away. So up and over, invert. Press the back of the hands together, out and away. So up and over, invert, out and away. And you could just keep that going. So, want more heat? Move a little quicker. As long as you're making contact with those hands the whole time until your arms move out and away. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just lower them down. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. And then clasp your hands. Reach your arms all the way up and make circles around your head. If you have a scrunchie, it's not going to work. Move the hair out of the way. And then reverse it. And then invert, press the palms up, reach up. Exhale, round, press the palms forward. Inhale up. And again, exhale forward. Each time your arms go up, think of your arms moving alongside the ears as much as you can. And then forward and up and forward and up. Good. Lower the arms down. Just roll those shoulders back and forward. Right. Side stretch. Keep the left hand down, right arm up and over. Back up through center, other side. Through center, up and over. And up and over. Inhale back up, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Rise up through center. Exhale, hinge and fold. So your hips are moving back and you're reaching for the front of the room. Inhale all the way up. Moving into a twist over to the left. Come back up through center and twist. So very little holding in this class. Lots of movement. Inhale up and exhale, twist. 2 more times. And last one. Back through center. Just bring your hands to your knees. I'm just going to look left to right. You might notice that your shoulders are a little crunchy, so relax the shoulders as you move left to right. through center and up and down. Through center and ear to shoulder. And ear to shoulder. Oh my gosh, so many crunches in my brain. And then through center and side to side. One more. Through center and again, right to left. Center, up, down, like a big fat yes. And ear to shoulder. Through center, we're going to make a circular motion. So chin to throat to start, and then all the way around 3 times. Don't whip the head around. Through center and switch. I always wonder, like, where are all the headbangers from the 80s? How are their necks? Like they might be detached from their body. And then back through center. Good. And then just a little up and down again. Left and right. Through center, big circle. And circle it the other way. Good. Back through center. Bring your hands to your shoulders. And we're going to draw circles. So I am so tight in my shoulders. So my mobility looks like you could go way bigger than this. So think of your elbows working towards each other, maybe touch, and then up and all the way around. Okay. So in other words, don't follow my limited movement. You're going to go all the way up and around. And then reverse it. And through center and just lower it down. Shake out the arms, shake out the shoulders. We're going to move back. We're going to open the legs a little wider, probably wider than your mat. Use your hands for support, but don't kind of lay back like you're lounging in a chair. So your feet are flexed. We're just going to start to move side to side. This is called a shin box. So again, you want to sit upright. Think like ears in line with shoulders and hips. Once your knees are over to the left, just kind of tap it out. Tap that outer leg. Come back up and over. Tap it out. Up and over. Tap it out. And up and over. Tap it out. Next time we go to the left, you're going to take that right arm and swing it back, all the way back. Come back through center. Use momentum. Go to the other side. Swing it back. All the way through center. Swing it back. Through center. Swing it back. Through center. This time we're going to add a lift. And lower down. Switch. Add a lift. And lower it down one more. And lower. And lift. Good. Come back through center. Bring the soles of the feet together. And just shake it out. Where are we, Cindy? Good. And then we're going to cross the legs. Roll over the knees. Open the feet. And then walk your hands back, coming right into a squat. Now, if this is not available, I'll give you options. So you could always have your feet wider. You could stay here with just a little knee bend. You could even rest your elbows on your thighs. As long as your back is straight, you're not feeling any pain. Otherwise, you're down here. Good. We're going to just stay here for a few moments. You can rock a little side to side. And then lower that left or right arm down, left arm up. Through center and switch. Good. And switch. And switch. back through center. Good. And we're just going to come to stand and drop it all the way back down. And again, stand and all the way down. One more time. Stand and drop it down. Good. This time we're going to straighten the legs, but stay in that forward fold. Grab hold of your ankles and just bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Keep that going. Just bending and straightening. Oops, sorry. And then the next time your legs are straight, just hold it there. Relax the arms down, completely relax. Move a little side to side. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up. All right. So we're going to start with that left knee. Just lift the leg. And imagine there was something in front of you on the floor. And we're just going to make big circles or half circles around. So it's almost like you're trying to get up and over something that's in front of you. Go as high as you can with that knee. Good. And then come to stand, and then we'll switch to the right, up and over. Good. And then back through center. And then just rock a little forward and back on the feet. I'm going to turn this way, actually. Good. Now we're going to pull our right knee up and in. I'm going to go on this side. Pull your right knee up and in. We're going to lunge back slow. Lunge slow. Now, all you're going to do is pivot to the side of the room. Your feet turn out slightly. We're coming into goddess. So you can bend your elbows. You can even move a little side to side. Pivot back to the front. Arms reach up. Step the feet together. Good. Pull that left knee up and in. Slowly lunge back. Pivot to the side, goddess. Pivot back to the front. Step the feet together. All right, so that's pretty much it. Right knee up and in, lunge back. Pivot, goddess. Pivot back. Step the feet together. Left. Lunge back. Pivot. Pivot back. And step. Good. One more time. Right. Step. And left. You can move at your own pace. Don't worry. And then once you're back at the center, just rock a little forward and back. Good. Pull that right knee up and in. This time we're going to lunge all the way back and lower your knee. That's where that knee pad comes in handy. Okay, so lower the knee. Now you're going to bring your hand, actually I'm going to roll my mat. That's another nice way you can protect your knee. So we're coming into this lunge. It's more like a box lunge. You don't want to go too deep here. Now, imagine that you have a clock in front of you. Everyone's on the left side, right? Yep. So imagine you have a clock in front of you, 12 o'clock. And then to the left, right, it's 11, 10, 9, 8. You got that, right? So all we're going to do is look at that front foot. Knee always moving in line with those middle toes. Step to about 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, right? Do it again. So we're going to start at 12, 11, 10, 9, and then back through center. Oh, that's so much better. Good. And then once you're back at 12 o'clock, just stay there, just a little pulsing. And bring the knees together. Good. We're going to switch. So if you have something under that right knee, switch it to the left and step the left foot forward. Again, you're finding that box lunge to start. You want your knee moving in line with those middle toes. So start at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I swear, if my kids were doing this, they would be like, what's 1 o'clock? What does that mean? Especially my younger one. It's all the way back to 12. So 1, 2, and 3. Especially when you go to the 3 o'clock, be mindful your knee is moving in line with those middle toes, okay? That's super important. Let's do this. And then finish out that last one. Good. Now you're going to pick up the back knee. And we're just going to walk our hands to face the side wall. Okay. Now we're going to move into Skandasana or side lunge. Side lunge is for people who have maybe some knee sensitivity. You don't want to drop all the way down. And all you're doing is shifting your weight from right to left. So you shift to the left, your left knee bends. Shift to the right, right knee bends. And your left or your opposite leg is straight. Okay. Skandasana, you're dropping the butt all the way down to the heel. My heel tends to lift. It's just because I'm like really tight. Your heel might stay down, okay? So if you can get that heel down, definitely try to get the heel down. You don't have to, right? You just do your best. So moving side to side, trying your best to keep the heel down. You might need to adjust your stance a little. All right, come back through center, turn the feet out slightly and rise up, coming into a Buddha squat. Cactus the arms. We're going to do a little side stretch. Right elbow, right thigh, back up through center, left elbow, left thigh, through center, right, center, and left. Good. Back up through center, right elbow, right thigh. Pause here. Extend that left arm up and over. Come back through center. Left elbow, left thigh. Extend the right. Back through center, right elbow, right thigh. Left arm straight. Through center, left elbow, left thigh. Right arm straight. Come back through center. Straighten out the legs. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. You could bring your hands to the floor. You can even hold opposite elbows, whatever feels good for you. And then walk your way back to the front of your mat. Step it back to plank pose. Now open the feet a little bit wider than you would normally in your plank. Walk your hands all the way back to the feet. Drop the hips down, find a squat. Straighten it out. Unhinge, come all the way up. Good. Hinge, hands down, bend the knees, squat. Walk it forward to plank. Walk it back. Fold. Bend the knees deep, squat. And again, straighten it out and fold. Walk it forward, plank. And last one, walk it back. Straighten the legs and fold. Bend the knees, find a squat. Straighten out the legs. Walk it forward, plank. Good. And then look between the hands. Step your right foot all the way forward. Step your left foot all the way forward. Find a little space between the feet, maybe about hip distance. Left arm down, right arm up. Slightly bend that left knee. Lower the right hand down, left arm up. Bend the right knee. And again, twist and twist. Lower both arms down, slowly uncurl all the way up. Good, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to plank pose. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs a little. Come forward to plank. Push up and back, downward facing. Press those heels heavy. Come forward to plank. Push up and back. Last one, come forward. And up and back, downward facing. Come forward to plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Good, just rest for a moment. Deep breath in, full breath out. All right, go ahead and cactus the arms. We're going to inhale to lift that whole upper body. Your arms are lifting. Stay in the cactus pose. Pause here. Tops of your feet are flat. Extend the arms all the way forward. Thumbs touch. Pull them back. Extend them all the way back behind you. Thumbs touch. Back to cactus. And lower it all the way down. And again, inhale, lift. Arms forward, thumbs touch. Pull them back. Arms back behind you, thumbs touch. Back to cactus. Arms forward. Cactus. Arms back. Cactus. And lower all the way down. You could even bend your knees and sway your legs a little side to side. Do what feels right for you. Anyone getting a little warm? All right. Come back through center. Open the arms wide. Bend that right knee. Lift your right thigh. And send that foot all the way over to the left. Or just opposite of wherever you are. So your arms stay wide here. Your belly should be down on the floor. Arms are open out into a T. So peek up at me. So your chest is sort of half on the ground. Good. Come back up through center. Reset. Other side. Bend the knee, lift your thigh. Send that, I'm doing my right foot all the way over to the left. My arms stay open into a T. My head stays down. Come back up through center and drop that leg. Good. Again, left knee bends, lift. Send that foot all the way over to the right. Come back through center and lower. Right, all the way over to left. Come back through center and lower it all the way down. One more time. Through center and lower. Right side. And back through center and lower it down. Good. Pause here. Just bend the knees and move it side to side. We're going to press up to all fours, hands and knees. Slide the right knee forward. Move that right foot forward as much as you can. Left leg all the way back, coming into pigeon. Just keep it active. The way to keep it active is not to just lay all the way down, but keep the upper body lifted. You can also curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. You can even rock a little, right? Just kind of like using that left foot to rock a little forward and back. And I do that by pressing my heel back and forward, back and forward. You don't have to do the same thing, just giving you some options. All right, now straighten out the arms. Listen to my words. You're going to drop over onto that right hip, and all you're doing is pivoting. So let the knees come up and over to the left. Now you're facing the back of the room. Walk it forward, slide that right leg all the way back, coming into pigeon. Send that right hip forward and down. Same thing, keep it active. I like to keep my toes curled under, and I love bringing a little bit of movement. So pigeon, there should never be anything pinching or painful. It should just be like super uncomfortable stretching, but never painful. There's a big difference. All right, let's come back up, straighten it out. Drop over onto that left hip, flip flop. Over to the right. Walk it forward, left leg all the way back, pigeon. And drop over onto that right hip, rise all the way up, and flip flop over to the other side. All right, walk it in, drop over onto the left hip. This time we're going to come all the way up and around. We're going to walk forward until your back leg extends all the way back, and then keep lifting until you can lift that whole right knee and leg off the ground. Stay in that pigeon shape. You're just lifting. Pull it into your belly, round the upper back. Hold it here for 3, 2, step the right foot between the hands. Coming right into lizard. Drop onto your forearms or keep your arms straight or use your blocks. Blocks would be really nice here. All right, straighten it out. And then bring the knees together. Left foot forward. Drop onto your forearms for lizard. Walk your hands in, okay? Just listen. You're going to slide that left foot across. You can use your hand to move it. And then see if you can curl the back toes under. Lift your leg. Lift that left knee off the floor. Lift the whole leg. Pull that knee into your chest. Round the upper back for 3, 2, and 1. Step back to plank. Drop your knees on all fours. Good. We're going to invert the hands so that your fingertips are facing your knees. Good. You can rock a little forward and back. Add some cat and cow, arching and rounding. Stay here. And then turn the hands forward. Left leg all the way back behind you. Right arm forward and up. You're going to bend the knee. Just tap the foot and extend and lower. Extend left and right arm and leg. Bend the knee, tap, extend, and lower. Again, lift, tap, extend. Now, each time you do it, can you look back, right? Look up and over that shoulder. Extend, look back. Last one. And last. Good. And find child's pose. Sit back on the heels. The arms reach forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then we're gonna come all the way up to a seated position. Extend the legs out in front of you. Flex your feet, sit up really tall. Relax the shoulders. Close the eyes, just sit up nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Good. Now, keeping the back nice and straight, you want to think of your body like a perfect L here. We're going to work on our feet, okay? So keep the feet flexed, just curl the toes, just the toes. Point the feet, uncurl just the toes, flex, curl, point, uncurl, flex, curl, point, uncurl, flex, and then open the feet and close, point, and flex, open and close, point, and flex. Now, this time I want you to think of closing a book. Like try to get your feet together. We call this Namaste feet, right? Like if you think of your hands like feet, you're trying to get the feet together. If you close your eyes, imagine the pinkies together. And now open the book. Pinky toes towards you and close the book. And open and close and open. One more. And open. Good. And then just shake it out. Bring the feet together, flex, and make big circles, keeping the feet together. And then reverse it. And come back through center. Good. And just shake it out. What's next? Okay, cool. So from here, straighten those legs. You can use your hands to kind of pull the fleshy part away. We're just going to reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, rise. And again, exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, bend the knees. Bring the feet to the floor. We're going to come to lie down. Thought maybe I missed something. So we're going to come to lie down. Your heels are under your knees. You want your feet facing forward. It's kind of hard to set your feet up without actually looking, right? So maybe sometimes it could be helpful to just peek up and see where your feet are, your heels are. Good. So arms are relaxing alongside you. We're going to lift the back. Start with the lower back mid back, upper back. Everything comes up one vertebra at a time. Once it's lifted, you're going to hold it there. Lift a little higher, hold it there. And then we're just going to lower it halfway and lift. Halfway lower and lift. Hold it here. If you can, raise that right leg all the way up to the sky. Make circles with your ankle one way. Make circles the other way. And then lower the leg, left leg up. Make circles one way. Reverse it. Press up through that right foot, lift, and lower it all the way down. Keep lifting those hips. When you lower it, it's upper, middle, lower, really slow. You should feel each vertebra coming all the way down. All right, find happy baby, holding onto the outer edge of the feet. Arms should be on the inside. If you're feeling a little more flexible, grab hold of your big toes in yogi toe lock, but keep the arms on the inside of the legs. Now, option one, stay here, press knees towards the ground. Every time you pull your knees down towards the ground, right, you're pulling with your hands. You're pressing those knees down, but resist with your toes. So you're pulling the knees down to the ground, but you also want to resist with the legs, right? That opposition, opposing forces. Option two, you can open the legs out to the side to straighten them and then bend the knees. So you're bending, straightening the legs into a V, bending and straightening. That would be if you want way more movement and you want to work a little deeper. Good. Come back through center. Wrap that right leg around the left leg all the way around. So I want you to think of the legs like eagle legs, if you know what that is. But right leg just kind of wraps all the way around your left. Now squeeze the inner thighs nice and tight. We're going to hold it there for just a moment, but when we unwrap, I want you to think of unwrapping fast, like a whipping fast, and then go right to the other side. So unwind, rewind. Same thing, squeeze, hold, unwind, rewind. So then you're going to start just going side to side. Every time you uncross and recross the legs, right, you're squeezing the legs together. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Try to get those legs all the way around. So it kind of reminds me of those sprinklers back in the 80s with like the crazy antennas when kids played outside. Right, last 5. Keep going nice and fast. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3, center, right leg over left. Let the knees fall to the left. Try to keep that right shoulder down. Up through center. Left over right. Let the knees fall to the right, but keep that left shoulder down. Come back through center. Hug both knees in and just rock a little. Rock a little. Keep rocking, rocking, rocking. And then lift your legs straight up to the sky. Arms alongside you. Keeping the legs together. Sorry, open the arms out to the side. So think of your arms are in a T. You're going to take your legs and let them drop all the way down to the right. As soon as they're hovering over the ground, pause. Right back up through center. And all the way over to the left. Let them just hover and lift. Lots of strength here. Over to the right. Come back up through center and over to the left. One more time on each side, all the way up and over. All the way up and over. All the way up. Hold it here. Keep those legs lifted. And then bend the knees. Feet to the floor. Lift your hips. And then lower the hips all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a really nice squeeze. You can rock. You can roll on the back. Whatever you need. Take like 10 seconds here to do anything that feels good. And then roll over onto your side. Bring yourself all the way up to sit. Bring the soles of the feet together. Good. Shake it out. Find length in the spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Use your elbows to press those knees down towards the ground. Inhale, rise. Good. And again, hinge and fold. Inhale all the way up. Open the legs nice and wide. And hinge and fold. Let your body, your upper body completely relax here. This is the only time we're really just pausing, letting the pose work for you. You don't need to shove yourself or fidget. Just let yourself melt and relax and release. And then walk it in. Bring the legs together. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, rise. Good. Cross the legs. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands together and bring them to your heart center. And again, inhale all the way up and around. Palms press. Bring them down to your heart. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Hands to your knees. Just take a moment, deep breath in. Opening the mouth to breathe out. Crack the eyes open. You are finito. Yeah.